Got some pretty interesting information for you guys here. So Mr. Sunshine posted this over on X. Go give him a follow. Just in, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney says he is heartened by the leadership of China. Canadians got rid of Trudeau, who said he admires China's basic dictatorship, just to pick someone exactly like him. Remember that? People didn't believe me when I said that Trudeau said he admires a basic dictatorship, and then I showed them the video, and they were like, oh, oops.
In 2013, you described China as a basic dictatorship. Mr. Xi was already in charge.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime.
Let's have a look, and then we'll talk about it.
We're heartened by the leadership of President Xi Jinping and the speed with which our relationship has progressed in recent months. This sets the stage for these important discussions on a wide range of issues where we can be strategic partners. And I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
What?
We're heartened.
Pardon me? And look at Scott Moe's face, by the way. Here's a close-up of Scott Moe. When you see his face, someone made kind of a funny video. Just put that
here. I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership.
Sorry, it's quiet.
Sets us up well for the new world order.
Just look at his face. It's like, what did he say? New world order. And this is what I mean. They don't even try to hide it anymore. Why should they? They don't have to. They can just flat out tell you they're working on a new world order and no one's going to care. You're not really supposed to admit that kind of thing, Mark. But Mark thinks, well, why not? There's still the sheeple out there. And I know. Sometimes I get frustrated. I call people names. I know for most people it doesn't help. But you know what? To be honest, the reason I turned from the left was because someone called me an idiot. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? They're right. So it does work for some people. But there are a lot of sheeple out there who like to just believe whatever they hear. Donald Trump is the biggest threat. He's putting tariffs on us. He wants to invade. No, that is true about China, though. China wants Canada. China wants a new world order, as Mark Carney hilariously said. Not that that's funny in the long-term context, but it's just, you can't help but laugh. Because they don't even care enough to hide it. They know that they can just blatantly be authoritarian. They can blatantly be corrupt. They can blatantly spend all our money, sending it to whatever country they feel like. And what punishment do they get? Nothing. They get reelected. They fail up. That's what happens. That's all that happens to them. It must be wonderful to be a corrupt politician. I mean, it's like the easiest job in the world. Flying around, private jets, all these different countries. He's eating at the best restaurants. It makes me sick how someone gets paid with our money. And what are they doing? Nothing. Oh, we're going to create a partnership with China. Yeah, we should probably be working on that relationship with the United States. I know, Orange Man bad, but the Orange Man's going to be gone in a couple years. Okay, well, almost 3 years, but still. He's not going to be there forever. Oh, yes, he is. He's a dictator. It's like, oh, my God. Like, they just get told whatever they hear, whatever they're told from the mainstream media, they just believe it. But then you have Mark Carney blatantly talking about a new world order, which, by the way, everything they say about Trump and Putin being buddies is exactly true about Mark Carney and Xi Jinping. I'm not going to play this whole clip. Well, maybe I will, actually. Let's play it here. This is where CBC cut out the New World Order statement. Why did they leave out the New World Order statement? Well, let's see. I've already watched it, so I know the answer. But you're going to find out, as you already know, how biased CBC is, and they will do anything to cover for Mark Carney. Of course they're not going to show it.
Minister Mark Carney.
This is indeed a very important meeting and the most auspicious start to the new year and to a new era of relations between Canada and China.
Critical for certain, but so far, none of the memorandums of understanding that have been signed.
Wow, they just left it right out. I wonder why. They admit it. The CBC covers for him, even though they don't really have to, in my opinion. Because who cares? No one cares that Mark Carney just said what he said. Except for us. Like, even a lot of swing voters that would see that, no, I still think he's the guy for the job. They did it because they support Mark Carney, and they were like, yeah, no, you know what, I don't really want us to show that. I think we should cut that out on his behalf. But there's a reason Mark Carney, not only did he say it, he said it very clearly. New World Order. Personally, I don't think Mark Carney cares if it got cut or not. But the CBC probably just helping him out.
I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
New world order.
A new world order.
The new world order.
The new world order.
New world order. A new world order.
New world order.